Hi guys, today I am going to fix ham for dinner, and with this ham I'm gonna pair it with let me see, I'm gonna have baked, no, I'll take it back. I'm gonna have green beans, and then with corn and potato pancake. I did not make the potato pancake though. My friend gave me potato pancake and I tasted it and it's so good. So I decided I'm gonna have that as the size of my ham. So I'm gonna show you what I'm having for tonight. First, let's start with, here's my ham. It's a spiral ham, and actually it's got everything in here. You know, the glaze and all that good stuff. So anyhow, this is a 12.5 pounds of ham. So I'm gonna go ahead, follow the direction. I have here is my pan where I put my ham in. Right now my oven is preheated and I'm preheating it for 400 degrees. So let's see what we get here. Okay, there's the cutting time. Here's my kitchen scissors. And just kind of unwrap it. It's actually wrapped with like a net to hold everything together. And then I have this honey glaze. Comes with a packet when you buy it. Anyhow, I buy like ham and turkey when it's like a season, so that in season I should say, so that I can get it cheap. This one here last time, well, not last time, but I bought this for like 80 cents a pound, which is normally $4 and $4 and or $3.99 a pound, so it's $4. Here's my trash bin, so I got it right there. And here it says that how do I cook this one here? It should have directions here how to fix them. Ta-da! It's on the back of the label, and it says how long should I cook them. Well, actually, I'm just supposed to preheat the oven for 275. But of course, you know, I don't have much time. It's right now, it's like 3 o'clock. And I would like to have my dinner at 5. So anyhow, I'm just gonna do that. But then before I put the before I put the ham, then I'm going to lower my temperature. So let's get this started. Here's my scissors again, and what happened is I did put this on the freezer for a while. And then I have to defrost it before cooking it, because you don't want to put a frozen ham in the oven. So see, the package actually comes, they are also wrapped with a plastic, and then you can probably tell there's juices in here. So when I cut up the plastic, I'll make sure that it's under my pan, so that all the juice will stay in the pan, and it would help it when I'm cooking the turkey. I mean, when I'm cooking the ham. I don't know why I keep saying turkey here, but anyhow, so that it will keep the meat at least moist and not dry. So here we go. Here's my ham, not turkey. So anyhow, this, like I said, this is like 12.5 pounds, so it's like 2 kilos. I mean, excuse me, 12.5 pounds should be 6 kilos. And it's spiraled already, as you can tell. It's kind of like already, let me show it to you in the camera. See, it's already been sliced up. They call it here spiraled. So this 6 pounds, 6 kilos of ham would pretty much it will take, since there's only me and my husband, it would take us at least a week to eat. But what I'm going to do is whatever we can eat tonight, I'll put it in the freezer, and some I will cut it up and ready for me to make like a ham and potato soup. This is good with that too, or ham and bean soup. So that's how I did it here. I just poured the juice in there in my pan and get everything out. See how nice it's looking it is. So that's what it looked like for now, and I just kind of flap it in the pan. I'm sure I know it's kind of like hard to see all of that since I'm using my phone right now. So here's my trash bin. I always like to have that while cooking everything when unwrapping and stuff, so that I won't be picking up all my trash all over the place. So that's that. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put aluminum foil over it, which what happened is I forgot to get my aluminum foil ready. If you can just give me a little second. Hang on. So anyhow, guys, the instruction is I'm supposed to cook this ham 15 minutes per pound. So since I have 12 and a half pounds, give and take, I would have like 2 hours and 10 minutes, something like that, to warm this up, which under the temperature of 275. Since I have my oven preheated for 400 degrees, when I put this ham in the oven, then I will turn my heat down to, I'll put it like 325, and then this packet here, this glaze here, after like 10 minutes before the heating time is over with my ham, then I have to warm this up and then pour it all over the ham and then put it back in the oven for another 10 minutes, and then it should be ready after that it should be ready to serve. So anyhow, let me just reposition my ham, because I'm supposed to bake this flat side down. So here's the flat side down. Let me just show that to you, because I'm supposed to follow direction, right? So here's the flat side down. That's how I'm supposed to bake this. And then I'm supposed to cover this with aluminum foil. I didn't like that, because I'm just gonna go, I normally does it like this way, but I was trying to follow direction. I ended up not following it. I'm just gonna go like this, and then I will cover it up with aluminum foil and pop it in the oven. So let me see, guys, if I can get my gloves off, and then I would be able to get the aluminum foil on, cover this baby up. It's right there. Again, there's my trash bin. So I am just gonna go like this. I always use my heavy duty aluminum foil like this, and I am just gonna cover it just like that. And then after this, pop it in the oven. Let me make sure I cover it good, because I am just supposedly just warming this up. Because actually this ham is fully cooked. It just needs to be warmed up before serving, and also putting the glaze. That's pretty much the main reason for this, is to kind of preheat it or warm it up before serving, so that the glaze would be make it a lot better also. There you go. Let me just get this to the oven for you guys. Here you go, guys. I normally put my dripping pan just in case, since I am using an aluminum pan, I like to put a dripping pan so that just in case the aluminum pan will break under, or poke a hole underneath it, then the water would not be on the oven, but it will be on the dripping pan. And see, here's my ham, and I'm gonna put that in there. Just a second. Here it is, guys. That's my ham. So I'm just gonna ready to close my oven. Right now I have it turned down the temperature, my oven temperature to 365. Let me just go ahead, turn it down. Just gonna go 325 for now. Okay, and then I'll go ahead, start my timer here, but I have to wait for a little second before I can set my timer. Okay guys, I am going to set my timer. I am just gonna do it for I'm gonna do that for let me see, 2 hours. Oh, I'm gonna write it down. So I'm just gonna do it for 2 hours. Hopefully it should be warm by then. It should. Well, I'm gonna warm it up for 2 hours, and then after that, then I have a 10 minute after I put in the glaze. So I will see you in 2 hours. Anyway, guys, I know I told you that turkey, that 12.5 pounds of turkey will take us like a week to eat. But don't get me wrong, it's my husband uses it. What did I say? The turkey again? The ham, correction. The ham, even though it's 12.5 pounds, it will take us about a week or two at the most to eat, because my husband uses it as for his lunch. I make sandwiches for his lunch, and that he eats sandwich every day. I don't though. But anyhow, and then like I said, and then I can use that too, like a ham and bean soup or ham and potato soup. And then when I do soup, I always do grilled sandwich with it too. So meanwhile, like I said, I cook a lot, and I know I cook a lot, but don't get the idea that I am slaving myself, because I'm not. My husband is not picky, he eats what I make. So I'm gonna show you here in a few also that like I said, I'm gonna fix corn and green beans, but they're all in a can. So I'm gonna show that to you also here in a few. Here you go, guys. This is my corn. I'm just gonna open that and put it in a pot with onions in it. So, and then next, here's my corn. I am just gonna put this on a pot also with butter and a little seasoning, and I normally put honey in it too. So I will show that to you, the end result of my corn and green beans and my ham after I get done cooking with this. But for now, this is what it looked like. And like I said, it's not hard, it's not difficult at all. Just open the can, pop it on the pot, and let the oven do the cooking. So what is even better, guys, makes this so much easier, because our cans here, corn and our beans in the can, see how easy it is? I don't even have to use a can opener, because you can just pop this tab, and then just like that, opens up, pull it back, just like that. So what I do, I normally just go ahead, do that, and then I'll drain the beans, and then let me see, what happened to, I'm sorry guys, I have to go get my my trash bin. So anyhow, this is what I do. I will, let me see, I'm just gonna show you guys. I just go ahead and drain my green beans, and I normally rinse it before I put it on the pot. Just like that. Put it over there. And then do the other one. Do the same thing. So it's so much easier if you have everything just like close by there with you. Now I have that one. So now I can throw this away now. At least I got that done. There we go. I am rinsing my green beans before I will put it on my pot. I'm just gonna do like that. I know. I just like to rinse it first. That's just what I do. So okay. Now that's done. And then I am just going to drain it again. Yeah, I just drain it just so. So I'm not Martha Stewart for sure, but hey, this is the American living, or living in America. You know, this is how we do things here. At least it makes life a little bit easier and faster when everything is in a can. So I call this as a, like a semi-homemade. Yeah, it's a semi-homemade. So I have my pan here ready, and I'm just gonna pour my green beans in there. And what I'm going to do, I am going to start cutting up my onions that I will put in there. Let me just go ahead. Put some water there. And then although it's already been cooked and everything, but we still have to cook them again with the onions, and that's how it makes it. You know, it will. Pretty much kind of the onions make it like a flavor, and then I'll just season it with salt and pepper. So I'm gonna go ahead do the onions. And by the way, just to kind of let you guys know, I am doing all this while the ham is in the oven. So I'm gonna, let me see, I don't know how can I get this, make sure that you can see my onions. Here's my onions. I normally kind of just, I'm crazy about onions. Let me put it this way. I use the whole thing for that 2 cans of green beans. So, uh-oh. It's rotten from the inside. It's rotten from the inside, guys. So I'm gonna throw this away. Put it in my trash bin, and let me get another one. This time, I'm gonna try the yellow onions. This one here was the white onions, and that's why it's rotten from the inside. So I'm gonna try the yellow one, see what this yellow one gave me. It's better. So I'm not normally gonna cut it into, I'm gonna show, after I get done cutting everything, then I'm gonna show you how I just pretty much kind of cut it into cubes. That's what I do. And probably that's what most people do. I do not own it. It just, you know, makes sense how you do it. Sometimes, depending on my mood, that is, then I can do it just like lengthwise. Uh-oh. Now I'm starting to cry. Hopefully, I'm gonna make this fast so that I won't be crying my eyes out. Okay, that's one. Hey, I'm sure you can probably hear all this. Too loud, huh? So, man, this is a strong one. I don't normally have a problem with onions. I'm usually tougher than the onions. Today it's the other way around. Okay, come on, there you are. Now I'm done. I know it's not pretty, like, you know, like a gourmet chef. Of course, I'm not a chef. I'm just gonna show this to you. Right there, that's my onions. And I'm just gonna transfer this into the pan. Well, no, in the pot with my green beans. Sorry guys, I did not realize that I have that big light right in the facing the camera, but anyhow, here it is. Here's my onions, which I'm gonna transfer it to my pot of green beans. And I'll tell you what, I know I told you earlier I just season it with salt and pepper, but normally I have a secret. Nah, I don't know, we call it secret, but what can you say? I like to cook it with, some people use like a chicken bouillon. I like the powder better, so I'm going to show you what I'm going to season this with. Ta-da! I'm seasoning this with this. Of course, it's Knorr. It says caldo con subar de pollo. That is, of course, Spanish, which means chicken bouillon. That's pretty much what it says. Let me do this so that, let me see, here's my, I just kind of eyeball it pretty much. I don't, with green beans, you know, and see, that's the reason why I rinse it, because when it's a can, so there's sodium already in it, preservative and stuff, so I like to rinse it at least once, and then I'll just put maybe like that much. It's not a tablespoon, maybe I would say this is a teaspoon and a half of this, and I just put it like that. And that's ready to put in the on the stove top. So next I'm going to just do my corn. Okay guys, here comes the corn. The corn does not have this instant easy to pop off lid. So I am gonna use my let me see what time. I'm gonna use my can opener this time. It's just gonna roll. It's called here hurricane. It's how, you know, but I like it. It's very handy. It's actually battery operated, cordless, you know, cordless can opener, and it's good because when it's done, I can just pop off the lid, and there's no I guess what I'm trying to say is the possibility of cutting yourself from the can, it's slim. So did you hear that pop? That means it's actually done, but I'm just gonna let it go another round to make sure that I got them all out. Let me just stop this. Okay, doke, and let's see. There, it just go like that, and here's my corn, and here's my corn. With the corn, see, I am, what do you call that? Contradicting myself, because I rinse the green beans, but I will not rinse my corn. So anyhow, with corn, I only make a can of corn, for the reason that you know, I'm not really into corn really. But the green beans is, I can have a leftover green beans. I can eat it itself tomorrow. So that's why I made 2 cans of green beans and only 1 can of corn. And I'm just gonna pour that, transfer it pretty much to my pot. And then here's my butter. I mean a little butter, but they said a little butter. A lot of butter, it's really good. It's very well, I would say, I would put it about, let me see. I'm gonna double like this one here. That's much is thin for sure, but I'm gonna double that in a way because I like a little bit of butter. I really need it, right? Okay, that's my butter. And then I just put, well, see, I don't put salt on my butter because excuse me, I don't put salt on my corn. I don't season it because the butter itself is salted. But here's what I'm gonna do. I put honey. I put honey on my corn, so it's like pretty much a sweet corn. So, and I don't go by recipe. I just follow there however I feel like how much I need it, and that is it. Let me see. Some more. I should have seen you guys. I should have you guys see this. But let me see. It's about see how much it is now? I would say it's about let me see. It should be about 2 tablespoons. And I'm gonna have you look at this too. There you are. That's my corn butter, and I put just like I just put a cup of water to kind of cook the corn thoroughly, and then this will be ready to pop in the stove top. We'll see you in the stove top here in a few. So here it is, guys. Here's my green beans, the onions, and that's what's floating right there. That's my seasoning. That was my chicken bouillon, and I'm gonna have this going for on a medium heat for maybe an hour, you know. And then here's my corn and butter. I'm gonna have it the same thing. I'm gonna put it on the medium heat for another hour. By then, the my ham would be ready to be glazed, and then dinner after that. So I will show you what my ham look like after an hour. Here you go, guys. Here's the glazing begin. I'm just using my brush here. I will first like start to kind of like in between the slices, so that every piece would have a little glaze. And then I'm gonna excuse me, after I get done and with glazing, I'll put it back in the oven. Okay, let me just keep going. This one here, I actually, like I said, that's why I'm using brush, so that I can put the glaze in between the slices, so that everybody will have, every one of them would have a taste, or you know, will be glazed perfectly or evenly as I would like it to be. But sometimes it's not happening. But at least I do the best I can to get every single slices get the glazing, so that the glaze is kind of like more on like honey or like cinnamon and sugar. But let me see, what is this one here? Yeah, I like that one, because the bottom part that's on the bottom part of the meat, that's kind of, as you can see, it's kind of sitting on the juice. When I pour the glazing over, then the bottom part should get most of the glaze also. So this is kind of pretty much after this glazing done, the product would be like a honey ham. It's honey glazed ham. So it's kind of have a little bit sweetness to it, which kind of makes it good and tasty. Let me see. So anyhow, what normally happen also, since this is a lot, I would normally, like, you know, share some to friends. And so See what happens. See, my friends are my guinea pigs too. So, but you know, enjoy the because there's a lot in the house, so I'd rather share it to friends rather than going to waste or going bad. Because you know, even if I freeze most of this, it's still kind of like after a while, once it's cooked, it would not taste good. So here it is. I'm pouring it over. And then I'm gonna go ahead and try to get in between the slices also, so it will kind of give it a little bit of a... I have my brush in my hand. So, and then when I put this back on the microwave and the oven, I will kind of turn it up a little bit more so that I don't have to wait longer. Say, you know, 10 minutes or so. But I'm getting hungry, guys. I don't know about you. So let me just put my camera down here so that I can finish my glazing, and I'll show it back to you after I get done glazing. So anywho, that's how I do my glazing. And then I will cover it up with aluminum foil again and put it in the oven for another 10 minutes, and then it will be ready to eat. Here you go, guys. Ham is back to the oven again after glazing it for I just go ahead slightly cover it for another 15 minutes. And I'm gonna show you my green beans and corn. Ta-da! Here is the green beans. It's looking good. And let me see. I'm gonna put this lid away. And here is the next one is for my corn. Ta-da! See? It's changing into like orangey, yellow orangey color because of the honey. So that will be about ready here in a few. And green beans. So remember, guys, I told you about that friend of mine gave me some potato pancake. Actually, I was kind of wondering if you ever had this before. Like what happened is I don't know what it is, and she wants me to have it, and she says something cake. So I was like, okay, I'll go ahead. She's a little old lady, so I cannot say no, so I went ahead and take it. And then I came home, and then I kind of, actually she gave me 4, now there's only 3. What happened is she told me to warm it up. So I warmed one up earlier, and then I took a bite, and I realized, oh, it's a potato pancake. See, it's a potato pancake with cheese on top. So in the beginning, I was like, oh, I don't really know if I like it, because, you know, honestly, it doesn't look good. Number 1. Number 2, I don't know what it was. But I went ahead and tried it because, you know, this was given heartily by that, you know, the old lady, which is a dear friend of mine. And so I warmed it up and I tasted it, and it's potato. And then it's so yummy. So I'm thinking I am going to have this tonight with my ham, green beans, and corn. So I just thought I'm just going to show you what it looked like. And yeah, there it is. I am going to warm this up. And like I said, it is so yummy. It doesn't look like, when you're looking at it, you probably would say, ew. But, oh, sometimes, well, most of the times, looks are deceiving. So, but yeah, it is so yummy. I don't know what she did to it, but it's pretty good. So, I'll be chowing this down in a few. Okay, guys, see? There it is. That's my ham. And then I'm just going to cut some slices here for today's for dinner. So look at that. That looks so pretty. Yummy too. Looks so pretty and so yummy. Let me cut this up. I can do it. Okay, there. I don't want to poke a hole on the on my aluminum